Now, we technically only have 3 days left for the jam, guys. Are you feeling it? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I'm not panicking. Why? Did somebody tell you? Did somebody say I should? I don't understand. You know, I just don't think that I have the it factor when it comes to being like a really successful, like as streaming as like, this is my job. I don't think I can do it. I think I'm just I'm off-putting enough for the general audiences to never, because I can't appear cool. I think that's a factor. Mayhaps, I don't know. Mayhaps not. Who knows? We're going to squeeze this in on the 50. What am I keyframe? Why did it go over there? Bro, I keep keyframing this. And then it doesn't want to stick. No. Right at 100. Ugh, whatever. I'll do it myself. There, this goes at 50. So now we should have a pretty quick sunrise. And then everything's gonna... it's gonna be tropical more often. To bask in the cool. Appreciate it, Jacob. Ah! 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 Yeah, I think the majority of everybody, like I like my chat, I like it, and I feel like we could probably all be in a room together, and we're not gonna try to like, I don't know how to put it, but I don't think that it would be like, oh, I got to put on a facade or some shit. It's like, yeah, no, we all kind of know each other. The thing I could do better is just that he actually killed a lot of things. My chat is broken. I'm not hearing you guys. He had to have done something. There we go. Now I should hear the beeps and the bloops. And the music's gone. He killed the music. He somehow closed everything that was in my window on the left side. I don't know how he did that, but he accomplished it nonetheless. Okay, so now we have a new time of day. And we've done a lot of changes and we're not committing any of them. That's never a good thing. Calvin, I see that smile on your face. You know exactly what you're doing. Da, 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 da. You son of a bitch. Alright, come here. You want to say hi? You get to say hi. Oh! God, you're so big. You smell like a dog. Has anyone ever told you that? Is that an insult to your people? I don't think it is. He always puts your ears back when you come up to me. He always puts his ears back in like high speed mode. I think it's the I love you Papa ears. You look so goofy, you look like Yoda. Intense breathing. Well, if you're gonna do that, then expect some weirdness. My God, I gotta comb you tonight, dude. This is bad. You're shedding like crazy. It's because of that big. We just had a big heat heat moment. Okay, so we're more tropical more often in the game, which is good. We're gonna come over here. That boat just went airborne.
Woohoo! Woo! Precious. Woohoo!
And then we have this jump. Now, I think it'd be cool to have, like, beer cans up in the air that you have to, like, get. Okay, that didn't work.
Woo!
How do we make sure, can we make the surface really slippery? For the, for this? Editable children. Collision shape. There's nothing about the physics here that we can adjust. It's just the physics material override. Here we go. Maximum friction. We put it down to 0. No bounce. Absorbent. Subtracts the bounciness from the colliding object's bounciness instead of adding it. So this is probably a good idea, right? Can a ramp go under a boost? I suppose we could, but the boost itself does not have a colliding body in terms of like a physics, like a static thing. That's why I'm thinking that the boost should be more of a like a floating emission looking thing, like a glowing indicator instead of an actual pad looking thing. Tony Hawk!
Well done, Bobby. Dinner first. Yeehaw! Woohoo!
Okay. Keep going, Cricket. Keep going. Make the game. Make the game. Would you get run over by the boats? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that. I don't think we're gonna have like a death or anything like that. We do have resets though. If you go outside of the stage, it'll reset your position back to the last boundary area that you were in. We're at commercials. And okay. Now we have this line path thing, and we're going to delete that. Tuber target area. It's this. We're going to get rid of that. I know it's more of a scope thing. It's just that I'm trying to polish what I have, and I think the game's controls are hard enough that I think if I punish the player for hitting something, people would really hate it. So I mean, it does push you around and stuff when you get hit by a boat. But the controls, I'm getting a lot of feedback from the controls that it's difficult, and it's kind of intentional. So that's like the thing to get over. It's QWOP like. So yeah, my instinct is saying not to do that. But no, I appreciate the feedback. I'm always going to listen. But I do, if I make this into like a bigger thing, if I continue to work on this after the jam, then that's absolutely something that we're going to look at and come back to. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all this beer path stuff. Beer path position. What the fuck? Beer kind global position. Inner tube. Global transform. Inner tube. Transform. So why are we doing global position? Like, I don't think we need to do this part. Okay, let's see how if it's still working. We do want to do a trail effect for the particle stuff. I love Second calling me out. Like, don't do one of those stupid cooking games. I'm not calling them stupid. And Second's like, you literally just called them stupid. And I am calling them stupid, but I'm not calling them stupid. Okay.
Yeehaw! Woo!
A username. Do you want to try to play this?
Well, ain't we cozy?
I can do an export right now
She got
and
a
have
face
you
for
have you guys
radio.
try it out. That's an accident, and I'm just leaving it in. I don't have time to get it. I'm not going to get the tweening going the way it should be. So we're not going to do that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is busted right now? Bro, what is going on? Expected an indent. You're getting one, baby. Ah, it's this little son of a bitch. Can't play it right now. Okay, no problem. Do you have an itch account? Because I can just add you to the... I have to add people as moderators to the game in order for them to be able to play it.
I bet you're real proud of yourself.
I need a soda can so I can record the like clank sound.
Yeehaw!
I need my hotkeys here, baby. So if I make it invisible, is it going to process? I don't think it's going to, right? The jump isn't right. But wait, did we try it once we got the physics adjusted? Did we try it since then? I don't think we did. Physics materials on friction 0. Skibbity bop ba doo da boom.
Woohoo! Woo!
Oh!
Woo! Yeehaw!
I gotta admit, it's the bouncing actually cracks me up.
Personal space is just an option for today.
Damn! That boost is insane. So, somehow the physics material dampens... Now, on the boost, can we do something about that on the boost too? Like, we have a collision shape here. There's no physics... Wait a second. Gravity. Now, hold on now. Linear damp, angular, wind. Oh, wait a second! So we can make it like a wind. Music's driving me crazy! And there's gotta be some way to adjust this damn material. It's gotta be a bloody way. It's got, I mean, this is the material. This is the texture. So it's using some sort of a UV coordinate to color it. So I should be able to adjust the coordinate, I'm guessing, to one of these. And that'll change the color of the drink. I've tried doing it inside an override to no avail. Yeah, it doesn't look right once I do that, unfortunately. But with the shader I could, right? Yeah, I could do it with the shader where I just scope the color. And interestingly though, using a shader to replace color is really it's strange. It's not like, have you ever tried to use a shader to mask a color out? Yeah, or just replacing one color. You need like a threshold. Yeah. Okay, and my wife put these ships in. These different vessels, which I don't appear to be able to select these ones for some reason. Oh, she put them in land. So what we're going to do is we are going to how do we do this? I guess we pull it out of land. Just a mesh instance in here. What's that about? I don't know. Els, how's it going, man? We did some improve. Here's the funny thing about the controls, Els. Since you last, so I did all this work to have the press and hold, because M and I think somebody else was like that. That's probably what you should do, because it's tiring the other way. And then I did all that work, and you know what M told me? She's like, I got used to the other way, and I like it that way. I was like, okay. Ah! Damn it! Okay, so shipwreck. So what we're gonna do is, instead of Calvin's singing. We're gonna make this a static body, so it's just frozen in the water. So we're going to change type here, and instead of rigid body, it's going to become a static body. Did you know in Godot you can change between rigid and static and everything just automatically? I did not know that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Collision vessel. That's probably fine. I'm sure it's fine. And then we're gonna make this shipwreck also a we don't want the hit particles, so we can get rid of all that. And there we go. And now it's just a static shipwreck. Make local. Well, I definitely think it's one of those things, because we're using physics especially, that it's like, I thought about it too, and I was like, you know, a jam is the place to mess around with this kind of stuff and try something and see if how people respond to it. If not a jam, when, you know? So I think it'll be interesting to see. I don't know, dude. I think I could just like get really bad scores just from the controls, and I think I'm ready for that. So I think onboarding is like a critical thing, but I just don't have time to really. What I'm probably going to do is record a video, and then at the beginning of the game, it'll be like, all right, here's how you play. And it'll just, you know, play a video really quick to be like, you know, it's going to be hard at first, but I promise you, I don't know, but it's a jam game. This is the other interesting thing. Yeah, even a set of still images. Yeah, something like that. I could do like a GIF or something. I don't know that Godot has like a built-in video player. Lots to learn from this. Oh yeah. For sure. All right, let's go see if those ships are not the ships at the title shouldn't be bouncing anymore. So it can't be assigned. Oh, it's got the script. We're gonna detach the scripts. So these are just static elements now. Let's try again. Yeah, so now the ship is like sunken. It's not going to be bouncing at the title. But we do have, there's a lot that's been going on. Let me show you.
Precious.
So we can hit the boats. And it takes 3 hits and then they go down. Let me do that. And then they go underwater. And then we're starting to get the collectibles and stuff kind of lined up the way we're imagining they would be. And we've got sounds now when you get hit by different boats and stuff. We're playing around with the idea of ramps. And we're getting the boost going. It needs a lot of work though. It's kind of OP right now. So if I get lined up for this thing. Whoa!
Woohoo! Woo!
Let me get the woohoos and woos. We need to really lower the.
Yeehaw!
But then we can go underneath a boat, get hit by it. Try that.
Bless my stars and garters.
And then she yells different things when we sink boats too. There's a bunch of shouts.
Woo!
And the woohoos and the yeehaws we need to kind of ease up on.
Woohoo!
For the bounces.
Yeehaw!
So I think what we'll do is we'll get a bounce counter, and if we count a bounce that we would have played an audio on, it'll be like, all right, only every other or some way of weighing it. But we don't really have a lot of time. Oh yeah, we're gonna go check out the ships.
I'm a dang rotisserie chicken.
All right. So this used to crash over here because we had a vessel in the wrong scene structure. So I think we should be able to go over here without a crash. Yeah, and these boats, we should be able to bump into these boats that are sunken. These like crash shipwrecks. I really want these vessels to only show up at night.
Woo!
The whatchamacallums? What do you call them? Yeah, so those are collidable. Okay.
Oh!
Yeah, and this would be a good place to have like a secret thing or something. There's way too many of these pickups over here. It's easy to change. What is it? 7. And then here, let's cut it in half. 10. Okay. So that'll come through on the next load. I'd love for this to be real time though, but we don't have time to work on stuff like that.
Oh!
If I was to pursue this game into a real thing, it would definitely not be this like lazy river thing. It would be more like, if you've played Super Mario 3D World, when you do the stages with the what's the big floppy water animal guy in the game? I forget. To the other, yeah. No, I'm totally with you. I do want to do that. I've got it locked right now because otherwise, with physics, all hell breaks loose. But now that I know how to override it, I might be able to add that back in, Els. Tim, what's up? It's the real one. How you doing, man?
Woohoo!
Can it just be for looks? The problem is that it's a physics body that's bouncing, and if I try to override that stuff, I have to do it in a very particular way, and then doing that affects other stuff too from the physics side.
All engine, no etiquette.
Isn't that cool? So depending on the boat type, she says different things when she gets bumped into them by them. But sorry, yeah. Thank you so much, Tim. Let me do a shout out. Yeah, it's physics, and when you're flapping, it's a physics. It's doing thrust and I'm actually using physics to it's all physics. Let me do a shout out to you, Tim. It's been a while. I hope you're doing good. You're thrusting? Yeah. Yeah, we have a like if you're doing forward, if you do forward for both hands, there's an angular thrust for rotation.
I'm a dang rotisserie chicken.
And then there's a like a static directional thrust if you're going in. And then the buoyancy, that we have weight on the inner tube. We have buoyancy with the water. We're responding to the actual waves of the water. So like I could literally go into the shader for the water and actually change the normal for the water, and that would literally affect how rocky the water is, and that would affect the let me see if I can give you an example. So the noise. So if I change the noise here, like the frequency, is it this one? Or give me a second. Roughness. Is that what we're looking for? Maybe. See, now I gotta mesh with these params. It's been a while. We can also change just the scale of the height of the wave. The height scale overall, the noise scale. So I can bump this up, and now we're gonna get much more turbulent water. Could do even more. This is it's weird how it's, yeah, there we go. So, but this changes all kinds of stuff. So we have to like be very careful, because then we have to, everything's with physics, it's like once you start tweaking one thing, you have to tweak a bunch of other stuff. So that's probably not it. Is it the noise scale that I'm talking about?
Well, ain't we cozy?
Good on that. Anyways, you get the idea. We could also is this the, that's just the scrolling of the direction. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted. Back to work. I need to get back to work. I think I've got it where I wanted, though. I don't want it to change any of that right now. But like I was saying, if I ended up like pursuing this into a further thing, I would definitely I would not imagine this as like a lazy river. Right, exactly. A lazy river thing. Fun what works, but a night where to aim at something specific. Exactly. Should be simply instead of sitting on the PC. My cat mobile game, I had just make the 2D graphics follow the 2D physics circle so the physics could roll, etc. And the graphic could animate without being so influenced. Yeah. I was in the middle of shouting out Tim, and then I forgot hit to enter. But I haven't seen Els. Have you guys just not been able to get a stream in because it's summertime?
Yeehaw! I bet you're real proud of yourself. Woohoo!
Whoa.
Woohoo!
A little bit of a delayed reaction there.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm gonna do the. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do the ramps.
Yeehaw!
It's kind of an afterthought. I don't think I have time to get it right.
Woo!
All right, back to. Okay, so the yeehaws and woos are too much. I feel bad because we had this huge subscriber thing happen that never happens, and we haven't streamed since. It's Gen Con. Oh, that's right. I want to stream my other stuff for Grey King, but I have to get Whisper Sun done first. Right. Oh shit, that's my friend. Okay, we're looking for a third for Space Marine 2. We're playing on Xbox. I do not know if it has crossplay. I have to go. The God Emperor calls to us. We must go. Much love to everybody out there. Thank you for hanging out. I wanted to get a shout out to Els, but I wasn't able to do that really quick. If it'll allow me. Oh damn, Els. Not available at night. I understand. Yeah, I'm timed out on the shout out. But we've only got 3 days left, guys. You're chaos. I had a feeling. I was like, oh, he's chaos. That's funny. One more time, shout out. There we go. There's a shout out for Els as well. So we're trying to finish this up. We got to really polish the stage. That's the big thing. There's a lot of like in-game score stuff. I need some juice for that. I just noticed that the text on our UI, our main UI, isn't using the font that we have for everything else. So we have to adjust that. The mini map, we need to put it in like the bottom right hand corner and scale it down a bit more. So we'll do that. Then it's just a lot of getting the stage ready. There's still a bit with the beer throwing, and we have to start laying out beers on the stage to pick up. So I think we're at the point where it's like, okay, it's time to do it, guy. Make the game. So we're just going to start designing the stages out, getting the little time bonuses and stuff like that, how we want them, putting boosts all around the place. And I would like to put some collectibles that are like some secret things. And the only other thing that I can think of that's critical is when the boat gets explodes and sinks, that a bunch of collectibles kind of fall out of it like Sonic rings. And that's kind of it. I think those are the things I should really narrow in on and focus on. And just getting we're here. I'm so glad I stopped halfway at the 15-day point and said, okay, polish what we have. Heretic scum. All right, guys. Who are we gonna raid? But I do want to do another 15-day game, and then I think what I'm gonna do is just see what people respond to, or 30-day game. Sorry, and see what people respond to, and just try and go down that route of like, okay, people seem to like this one. Okay, this is the ticket. What about Swimsuit Paid DLC? So I'm imagining if this was an actual game, I'm imagining it's, you know, modern Tubin. It has like an SSX Tricky character select thing. It's a slalom style game like Tricky or SSX, where you're generally going down. You can't go back, right? For this, you can, but then there's going to be drop-off points where you clearly wouldn't be able to, and branching paths and things like that. And so you'd have these like scaling stages where you're just kind of finding a route and a path and stuff like that. And then, and it's like, this is the, you know, the Mario Party rafting game is all I want in life. Yeah, there's the mini game that's in 3D World. I don't know if you've played it. Nessie. I think you write on Nessie or something, and it's that would be definitely a vibe that I would want to try and hit. All right, how many people are watching right now? 14 of you. There's a 4-player one on Switch Mario Party. Yeah, I think that's on the re-release that came out on Switch, right? I'll try that out with my daughter. Like the second Switch game, maybe? Okay, let's see if we can find a new Godot person. No. Wait. Oh, man. I gotta say, Godot guys, we need to stop making overlays, please. Please. Okay. We could raid Proton. Proton might be AFK. Proton does like mega long streams sometimes. Looks like he's got a sequencer going. Yeah, we'll do Proton. Doing for 12 hours. Yeah. We'll raid Proton. Much love to everybody out there. Stay safe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a longer stream in. Hopefully in the morning. It was really hot today, so that was really throwing me off. And hopefully we don't get distracted talking about AI and not trying to be so doomsday. But yeah. See you then, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, I gotta have my little outro thing. I have this. There we go. All right. See you guys later.